Hey, we're reading from Deuteronomy, the chapters 33 and 34, the last two chapters of Deuteronomy. So let's go ahead and jump into that. These are the blessings that Moses, the man of God, pronounced on the people of Israel before he died. The Lord came from Mount Sinai. He rose like the sun over Edom and shone on his people from Mount Paran. 10,000 angels were with him, a flaming fire at his right hand. The Lord loves his people and protects those who belong to him. So we bow at his feet and obey his commands. We obey the law that Moses gave us, our nation's most treasured possession. The Lord became king of his people Israel when their tribes and leaders were gathered together. Moses said to the tribe of Reuben, "May Reuben never die out, although their people are few." About the tribe of Judah, he said, "Lord, listen to their cry for help. Unite them again with the other tribes. Fight for them, Lord, and help them against their enemies." About the tribe of Levi, he said, "The Lord reveal your will by the Urim and Thummim. Through your faithful servants, the Levites, you put them to the test at Massa and prove them true at the waters of Meribah. They show greater loyalty to you than to parents, brothers, or children. They obeyed your commands and were faithful to your covenant. They will teach your people to obey your law. They will offer sacrifices on your altar, Lord. Help their tribe to grow strong. Be pleased with what they do. Crush their enemies. Let them never rise again." About the tribe of Benjamin, he said, "This is the tribe the Lord loves and protects. He guards them all day long, and he dwells in their midst." About the tribe of Joseph, he said, "May the Lord bless their land with rain and with water from under the earth. May their land be blessed with sun-ripened fruit, rich with the best fruits of each season. May their ancient hills be covered with choice fruit. May their land be filled with all that is good. Blessed is the goodness of the Lord, who spoke from the burning bush. May these blessings come to the tribe of Joseph, because he was the leader among his brothers. Joseph was the strength of a bull and the horns of a wild ox. His thorns are Manasseh's thousands and Ephraim's 10,000s. With them he gores the nations and pushes them to the ends of the earth." About the tribes of Zebulun and Issachar, he said, "May Zebulun be prosperous in their trade on the sea, and may Issachar's wealth increase at home. They invite foreigners to their mountain and offer the right sacrifices there. They get their wealth from the sea and from the sand along the shore." About the tribe of Gad, he said, "Praise God, who made their territory large. Gad waits like a lion to tear off an arm or a scalp. They took the best of the land for themselves. A leader's share was assigned to them. They obeyed the Lord's commands and laws when the leaders of Israel were gathered together." About the tribe of Dan, he said, "Dan is a young lion. He leaps out from Bashan." And about the tribe of Naphtali, he said, "Naphtali is richly blessed by the Lord's good favor. Their land reaches to the south like Lake Galilee." About the tribe of Asher, he said, "Asher is blessed more than the other tribes. May he be the favorite of his brothers, and may his land be rich with olive trees. May his towns be protected with iron gates, and may he always live secure. People of Israel know God is like your God, riding in splendor across the sky, riding through the clouds to come to your aid. God has always been your defense. His eternal arms are your support. He drove out your enemies as you advanced and told you to destroy them all. So Jacob's descendants live in peace, secure in a land of grain and wine, where dew from the sky waters the ground. Israel, how happy you are. There is no one like you, a nation saved by the Lord. The Lord himself is your shield and your sword to defend you and give you victory. Your enemies will come begging for mercy, and you will trample them down." Moses went up from the plains of Moab to Mount Nebo, to the top of Mount Pisgah, east of Jericho. And there the Lord showed him the whole land, the territory of Gilead, as far north as the town of Dan, the entire territory of Naphtali, the territories of Ephraim and Manasseh, the territory of Judah, as far west as the Mediterranean Sea, the southern part of Judah, and the plain that reaches from Zoar to Jericho, the city of palm trees. Then the Lord said to Moses, "This is the land that I promised Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. I would give to their ancestors, their descendants. I have let you see it, but I will not let you go there. So Moses, the Lord's servant, died there in the land of Moab, as the Lord had said he would. The Lord buried him in a valley in Moab, opposite the town of Beth Peor. But to this day, no one knows the exact place of his burial. Moses was 120 years old when he died. He was as strong as ever, and his eyesight was still good. The people of Israel mourned for him for 30 days in the plains of Moab. Joshua, son of Nun, was filled with wisdom because Moses had appointed him to be his successor. The people of Israel obeyed Joshua and kept the commands that the Lord had given them through Moses. There's never been a prophet in Israel like Moses. The Lord spoke with him face to face. No other prophet has ever done miracles and wonders like those the Lord sent Moses to perform against the king of Egypt and his officials and the entire country. No other prophet has been able to do the great and terrifying things that Moses did in the sight of Israel. And so that must have been a sight for Moses at the end of his life, being able to see everything that he had worked for. There was the land that everybody was going to get to go in. Now, there's some debate in that chapter, that last chapter, chapter 34. If Moses was the writer of the Torah, of the first 5 books of the Bible, then how does he write chapter 34 when it talks about him after his death? Well, there's kind of 2 schools of thought. One is that Moses had a scribe, that he had somebody with him that did a lot of his writing. Moses would dictate what to say, and this scribe finished out this last chapter, these last couple of paragraphs about Moses. And then the other it could be is that it was Joshua that finished it. The next book that we're going to read is the book of Joshua, and all of everything that he did as he led the Israelites into the promised land. And so it could have been Joshua finishing out the book of Deuteronomy and all that was said about Moses' burial. Now, later in the New Testament, thousands of years later, we're going to read something about Moses' burial and how Satan was involved in wanting the body of Moses. An interesting little story. Have a great day. Bye.